Hi everyone, Jessica Paquette joined here with trainer Jordan Bullock. Now tell me how you made your way to the racetrack.
I originally started out, I'm from Philadelphia. I grew up riding horses in Philadelphia. My father and aunt had a boarding stable. I always had a dream of being a horse trainer to some capacity, and I was riding reining horses and cutting horses. And, we were always dabbling in the horse racing. We were messing around with quarter horses, and we were running at like the little off tracks they had. And, we just decided, we would take a chance. My cousin and I started just sneaking in the racetrack back when you could. And I got my first job with Harold Wiley and moved to Don White, and they were in the same barn. Don White kind of took me under his wing and just kind of took me through all the steps, all the places I traveled. I stayed in the back of the trucks. I did all of that, and I told him I wanted to be a trainer, and he kind of gave me the tools that I needed, and I took the test, and about 3 years after being here, I got the license, but I still worked for him for a few more years before actually going out on my own.
And when was your first win?
My first win was in 2000 and I believe 18. It was a horse, La Candelita, which was a horse that I bought off of the purchase of a horse. I sold a horse, made a lot of money. I ended up buying her, and she was about 14-3, 15 hands. I thought that people cheated me because I bought her sight unseen on the internet, and she just ended up being an amazing horse and giving me my first win here at Parks.
Now, with the background in cutting and reining horses, what have you learned from those kind of horses that translates into training thoroughbreds?
Conditioning a horse is pretty much the same. Fitness is key. So the only difference is that with my horses, I do like them to have a little bit more handle or control. I think that's good for, when it's time to switch leads in races, safety, and if you're able to rate the horse, so sometimes they lose their momentum, but if you're able to kind of have a rate with them, they don't have a problem slowing down and then speeding up. So I try to incorporate that into our training program.
And what do you think of thoroughbreds in Western disciplines? We're seeing more and more off-the-track thoroughbreds succeed as barrel horses and even some cutting horses. Do you think that they have a place in the Western world too?
Oh, absolutely. I've taken a horse from Turning for Home at the recommendation of Danielle Montgomery, and my daughter and I shared that horse. We did every Western discipline, and he ended up winning money as a ranch sorting horse, so he sorted cattle. I roped off of him, and he was a horse that was a part of the Turning for Home program.
They are amazing athletes in any discipline. And what have horses taught you over the years from your early days to now?
Patience is the biggest thing, which I think most people would say, and self-confidence. It took me a while to believe that what I was doing was going to work. Because you grow up around a lot of legends and you look up to a lot of people, and a lot of people have a lot to say. So they really taught me to trust myself. That was the biggest thing.
Trust yourself and trust the horse. I'm Jessica Paquette, and this is Jordan Bullock.